Beauty ridiculous, and I'm so good, I'm shivering.
Hey guys, let me just do an intro because I'm not sure if this is going to be its own video or a part of this vlog. So hey, it's me, Imani. I'm currently at the RIU Republica in Dominican Republic in Punta Cana. I'm here to celebrate my 25th birthday, and I booked this through Expedia. It was pretty easy process. I got the whole package, flight and the stay, and I feel like I've been spoiled with my trip to Jamaica. So when I went to Jamaica in 2021, I think, we stayed at the Royalton, and it was like luxurious. I loved it. Like, I loved everything about it. Like, the more I stay here, the more I realize that I like the Royalton better. Now, granted, I have not been to the Royalton here in Punta Cana. I actually drove by it on the way here. Like, you literally pass it, like, it's right before this resort. Like, they're like this close to each other. But although I haven't been to the one here, I feel like I've seen videos and pictures of other Royaltons. Like, I've seen some in Mexico from people that I know have been there. I saw them, and so I stayed in Montego Bay, but I saw the Royalton from people that I know that stayed in the Grill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen enough to feel like that chain is just, it just gives. And yeah, so I have a lot of like comparisons that make me dislike the RIU. Number one, it's too big. Now, that's a weird complaint, but I think the RIU Republica is too big for me. I keep getting, not lost, but like, I keep being like, where am I at? Like, I have certain little landmarks. I'm like, okay, I kind of know where I'm at, but I keep also discovering new places. I'm like, was this always here? Like, what? Like, huh? Like, it's just too big. The Royalton, at least the one, again, in Montego Bay, was a little U shape, and then they had another like property on the property that like everything was in eyesight. Like, I could see the beach, I could see the rooms, I could see the pools, I could see the buffet, I could see everything I need to see. Here, especially where my room is, I only see other rooms and like a little courtyard grassy area. It's a whole new world once I go out the door that way. Like, it's a lot going on. So that's number one. Number two, the food here, I mean, so this is my second day. Yesterday was like a travel day. I got here yesterday. Today's my first full day here. My dinner last night was like, it was alright. Like, I ate at the Asian restaurant. It was okay. But the buffet this morning was, I think I had high hopes because I had an omelet every day in Jamaica and it was to die for. And I had an omelet here today and it was good, but it was just like, it just wasn't like, it just wasn't it. They did have plantains, and the plantains smacked though, so whatever. Take what you will from that. So we'll see. Hopefully when I eat dinner tonight, it's a better experience than last night. I'll probably go to the buffet because I feel like that gives me a better, like, even in Jamaica, the smaller like restaurants were not it compared to the buffet. Like, you would think it would be the opposite. Like, the restaurants would be a little bit more classy, elegant, and the buffet would be like a buffet. But no, in Jamaica, that buffet was hitting. So I feel like that might be it here. Maybe the buffet is better than a restaurant. Where am I at? Number three. I had horrible time checking in here. Horrible. So long story short, I checked in, they gave me my room number, explained blah blah blah, the restaurants, blah blah blah. And they were like, oh, it's that way. You can either take your stuff or we'll give you a bellhop. Now I'm thinking like, okay, like I'm cool. I'm traveling by myself, so I was like airy about having people walk with me, you know what I'm saying? Like female, small, petite. Like, no, I was like, I'll just take my own bag. But then, mistake, because the elevator is broken. I was on the 3rd floor. I couldn't go up, so I had to carry my suitcase up 3 flights of stairs, walk down a dark hallway. Like, it was literally dark. I'm not exaggerating. And the room was like, it was just giving like somebody just please come and kidnap me. But then I tried to open, I mean the room location was giving that. I tried to open the door and my key didn't work. Like my card didn't work. I did it like 6 times, and then luckily somebody that worked there was in the hallway, so I was like, my key's not working. So he used his like general like cleaning card and he got in. So then I got in and I called down. I'm like, my key don't work, this location doesn't work for me, the elevator broke. It's a lot going on. So they were like, come back to the front reception area. So I go all the way back 3 flights of steps, carrying my stuff by myself. Then the lady was really nice. She gave me another room. She was like, now you're on the 1st floor, go this way. So I go there. I'm like trying to put the key in the thing. I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm like, it's not working. Like, do I just not know how to use this? I'm trying to put the key in there, and then somebody opens the door from the inside and looked at me and was like, ha, and shut the door. And I was like all I saw was he had on a white shirt. So I'm like, is it white because he's staff? Like the cleaning people have on white shirts. I'm like, is it white because he works here, or is it a graphic t-shirt? Is it a white, like what is it? So I lost connection with my mom, so I'm trying to call her back. I'm like, should I knock again or should I go back to the reception area? She's like, knock again. So I knock again. He opens the door. I'm like, were you assigned this room? So he was like, yeah. So I was like, thank you. And then I went back to the reception area. So the girl's like, what happened? I said, that was somebody else's room. And she was like, for real? I'm like, yeah. She was like, number blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, number blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So this right here is my swag. It's like, nah, it's my 3rd room. 3rd time's the charm. So that whole thing, I don't like stuff like that. Like, I don't like people messing up what I asked for, because I feel like what I asked for is pretty simple, just a room. Like when I go to restaurants, don't mess up my food. Like I don't really like going, can you take this back? That's not me. Like I don't do all the back and forth. When I order something that don't fit, I just give it to somebody else or throw it away. Like I don't do the return to center, none of that. Like it's too much. So that whole process for me was not it. And I was like, I don't like what I'm saying, I don't like complaining about stuff, but I was like, I gotta complain. So this morning I went to the guest services and I was like, I explained the whole thing, and they gave me like some complimentary like Dominican coffee beans, a coffee cup, a magnet, and something else. I was like, that's cute. Yeah, I don't want to make this like a RIU Royalton comparison video. I really want it to be more like a RIU review. But yeah, I didn't have these issues elsewhere. That's number 3, I think. Number 4, what else is going on? I will say, all right, positive, plus time. It's mad pools here. Like it's hella pools. Like, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably like 6 pools, I think. Like, yeah. It's a, no, I think I missed one. So it might be like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's like about 7. I'm trying to think about like the path I walked today. It's a lot of pools here, and I think that makes sense because it's so many rooms. Like I don't even know if they're at capacity, but it's enough pools to fit everybody. So I felt like I don't really like getting in a pool with other people. Or like with a lot of people, like especially because I'm a chill pool person. Like I know how to swim, but I'd rather sit in the pool, I'd rather lay in the pool, I'd rather float in the pool, and all that calls for relaxation. Like I don't want people splashing me, yelling. Like I don't like that. So some of the pools here, like today, let's say this morning, yesterday when I checked in, the pool that I was at this morning was lit, like jumping. So I was like, okay, like I'm here by myself, like let me enjoy the vibe. So I went to that pool today assuming that it was gonna be lit again, and it was like semi-lit. Like the people were there, they were talking, having fun, but it wasn't like it was yesterday. Like yesterday it was like a borderline party in the pool. And so I was there for a while. It was cool, but then when I got up and walked around, I found another pool that was how that one was yesterday, and I was like, oh, all right. But then there were like, that's 2 out of 7. The other 5 were quiet, like not a lot of people in there, like pretty chill, like, you know what I'm saying? So you can definitely find your crowd. So that's cool. Like if you want a quiet pool where it's zen time, you can find it. If you want a lit pool where you're trying to shot, you can find that too. I like that. That's nice. They also have a lot of restaurants, I think, and a lot of bars. Like so many. Like if you go to one bar and it's like too many people order and take about 20 steps to your right, you can find another bar that's borderline empty. So that's cool. Yeah, I haven't even found all the restaurants. There was Jerk Chicken Hut I ate at today, the buffet, the Asian, the Italian. I think there's another buffet that I wasn't near at all. That's all I can think of, because that's probably all I've seen. Because I keep telling you, I keep getting lost around this place. So yeah, you can find stuff. That is nice. Oh, let's talk about the rooms. This is why I keep comparing, because Jamaica was my first time out of the country, and everything was perfect. Like I couldn't ask for nothing else. Like everything that I would think I would need was there. I was really satisfied. So this is my third time out of the country, but my second time. I just went to Mexico. All these videos are on my YouTube page, you know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, share. But words. The second time I went out of the country, we went to Mexico. We stayed at Airbnb. So the only other resort experience I have to pull from is Jamaica. That's why I keep going back and forth. Not to make it a comparison video, but I'm going off experience, right? So in Jamaica, I had a tub in a room. We had a chair. Like I don't have a chair. Like we have this couch in here. I'm saying we. It's a couch in here, but there's no chair. So like, again, all right, one thing at a time. My brain is like jumping, trying to like spill everything that I want to say. So I'm staying here by myself, solo traveler, you know what I'm saying? And the door, it has the lock, like the deadbolt lock, but there's no like door stopper. I don't like that. So I was on TikTok actually before I came here, and I was watching like different like safety travel tips, like for like solo travelers or female travelers, whatever. And they were like, oh, if you don't have a door stop thing, you could do this, or you could do that, you could do this. And I'm like, all right, no door stop, no problem. I was like, let me resort to my TikToks, right? And one of the TikToks with the type of handle I have, like it's a regular door handle, like a pull down. So they put a chair up against it. I have no chair. So I'm like, damn, like, dang, like I don't have the lock. I mean the the doorstop, the chair. Like, what am I supposed to do? And they already gave me somebody else's room, so what's to say they're not gonna do that to me, give somebody else my room? There's just a lot going on. So that made me really nervous. I don't like that about the door. I definitely remember we had one of those doorstop things in Jamaica, and every other hotel I've ever been to has had one of those doorstop thingies. So I don't like that this doesn't have one. The bathroom, right? So I'm cool without a tub. I didn't use the tub in Jamaica. Like, I don't really need that. But the bathroom is killing me because there's no, like, so it's a glass door. Actually, I can probably like insert a video, but it's a glass door. Normally the glass door is like one stays stationary and one slides. There's no sliding door. So like, I don't like wetting up the floor. Like, I'm not trying to slip and fall. Like, there's no way for me to stop the water from getting onto the floor besides putting a towel down, and that only helps so much. So I'm like, dang, it's no like like, I'm just open. Like, it's cool because I'm here alone, but like, I don't want to come out to a wet floor. I think that's nasty. Like, I don't like that feeling on my feet. So yeah, that's that. And the TV is like in Spanish. Like, it's probably 4 channels in here that's English. So if I want to watch something, because this is like a rest and relaxation, like a relax, relate, release type of trip for me. So last night, like, my friend gets here today. Last night I was here by myself, and I didn't want to be out and about, coming back to my room like super late. People be drunk, like, you know what I'm saying? So I brought it in a little early, and I was like just chilling. And that's when I realized that the TV was in Spanish, and I'm like, so I guess I'll be watching stuff on my phone. Okay. And in Jamaica, of course, that wasn't a problem because they speak English. Like, of course, they have patois and stuff like that, but yeah. Like, it's not even a smart TV. Like, I left my computer at home because I was like, oh, it's vacation, like, I don't need my computer. But I should have bought it for watching purposes. Yeah, like, the TV is basic, like super basic. At least like at the Royalton, it was like a bigger screen, which is not important. Like, it's a vacation, you don't need TV, but it was a bigger screen. It was like, it had the time on it. It said welcome, the person's name, who the room was in. Like, it had the room service. Like, you could order it on the TV. Like, it was just more high tech. Like, I don't even know for real if I have room service here. Like, I haven't seen a menu in the room. I guess I would have to look online. I'm not really big on room service anyway, but whatever. I don't see no menu in here. I guess I would have to call it in. Like, it's just a lot. Whereas before, like, we ordered it on a TV and it was like, poof, alakazam, here. So yeah, it's like, it's nice, but it's not that. It's not what my first experience gave, but it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is one of the like lower price resorts, especially in this area, because I did research on resorts in Punta Cana. So it's like, I guess you get what you pay for. So it's cool. But I also did know, I watched this one guy on YouTube. I think his name is The Coolest, I think. And he had a bunch of like DR, like comparison videos. And that really helped me because we were going to plan a family vacation. As y'all know, we do family vacations all the time. We were going to come to DR and we were trying to figure out where we should go. So I watched a lot of his videos, and he had definitely said like this resort was lit. Like, he stayed at a bunch of different resorts in DR, and they all had pros and cons, and he was like, this one he had the most fun at. So, you know what I'm saying, I was like, at least I'm gonna have fun. And I am having fun. Like, the vibes at the pool today was lit. Like, they was dancing, the workers was twerking, like they was grinding on girl, like it was a lot. Like, it was fun, they were lit. But so yeah, as this goes by, I'm sure my list of complaints might grow. They might not. Maybe I'll come up with some more pros of being here, but I just wanted to share these things. And I feel like this will be a separate video than my overall vlog anyway. So if it ends up being separate than my DR vlog, then click that link. I'll put it at the top. And yeah, I gotta come back and add to this so that way I can give y'all overall. But yeah, like, it's only my, what Lil Uzi Vert say, it's only my 3rd day out here. So, and it's not, it's my 2nd day, and technically if you think about it, it's my 1st, because yesterday was half a day. So I still have to experience the resort, I am aware of that, but as of right now, it's just not super luxurious. I'm not gonna say it's not what I was expecting, because I wasn't really expecting much. Like, I've seen the pictures, I wasn't expecting anything, really. I just expected to have better, like, checking in experience and stuff like that. But the workers are nice. So I'll be back to wrap this up. Hey guys, it's me, you know, Imani. I want to apologize because the way I started that video, well, this video, it was a little abrupt. I think I was just like in the middle of things, on vacation, loose-minded, wasn't really thinking that well, so I'm sorry. But I came to give a follow-up because I also didn't end it properly. So this is like my final thoughts on the RIU Republica resort that I stayed at in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Yeah, y'all ready? It's January. It's January like 25th or something like that. So my thoughts have finally settled. I know before it was like my 2nd day there, and y'all probably like, girl, we're not listening to you. It was your 2nd day there. This is me 2 months later. Come and give y'all my final answers. Okay, real quick, real short and sweet. Number 1, right? I just want to say I completely doubled down on everything I had to say before whatever minute on the video this is. I completely agree with myself. I was right. Not that I was right or whatever. And I also want to say I don't want this to come off like I'm bashing the resort. It just wasn't. I'm not bashing the resort. I just didn't like it. How about that? Like, people need to understand these days that you can dislike something without it being disrespectful or being a whole thing. I just didn't like it there. But yeah, what I'm saying is everything I said before this second, this minute, in this video, I completely believe, and I double down on. I was right. I was correct. If I can help it, I will never stay at another RIU resort again. And that's no shade. I just don't want to go back. Since then, I've seen other people, like my Instagram followers, my friends, whatever, go to different RIUs, and I'm like, where are they at? Because it looks exactly the same. Like, the pools, like the entire resort looks the same. Now, I understand that these, what's the word? Not franchise. I can't think right now, but I understand that chains. I understand like these chains of resorts or whatever, they all have a look that they stick to, but I feel like the resort, something about the resort should be a little different. And I don't, like, they all look carbon copy down. So if I can help it, based on what I've experienced, And based off what I've seen at other RIUs from other people going there from social media, I'm never going there again. I'm never going to another RIU if I can help it. Now, if I end up back there because somebody else planned something and I just wanted to go, don't crucify me. But if I can help it, I'm not staying in another RIU resort again. Also, speaking of other people that I know that have been to RIU resorts, everybody I know that has stayed at a RIU also 100% agree with every complaint that I had about RIU Republica. Like, I'm like, oh, I didn't like this, and they're like, I didn't like that either when I went to blah blah blah. Like, so I feel like they're going to be the same no matter where you go, what country. So I don't like it. Everybody I know, they said they didn't really like the food that much. They said I don't even know, because that was like the biggest red flag for me. I didn't really enjoy the food, and I feel like everybody said that. Also, I want to clarify something. I know before this minute mark, I was unsure if the resort had room service. They did not. What they did have was a 24-hour like sports bar that was open, and at the sports bar they had hot dogs, hamburgers, nachos, and like pre-made cold sandwiches. So if you needed food at 2 a.m., you could go to the sports bar and get it, but they didn't have room service. And everybody I know that has been to a RIU other places, none of those, my hair looks a mess, none of those other resorts have room service either. Now, that's cool, and I told y'all before, I'm not really like huge on room service. Like, I want to walk around, I want to eat in the buffet, I want to eat in the restaurant. However, if it's past closing time at the resort and it's all inclusive and we're drinking all day, I feel like I should be able to call room service and get something and not the options that were available to me, because it wasn't really the most appetizing or best of options. I would just rather have room service, and that's saying a lot because I don't even like using room service. But yeah, okay, that was everything I needed to add. Yes, I did it in 6 minutes, but all in all, I just want to say again, I did enjoy myself there. I liked the pools. I liked the property. I did say it was too big, and I do agree with that. I think it was too big. I was getting lost. Took me to the last day I was there to figure out where everything was. But property was nice. The pools were nice. The staff were nice. The drinks were good. Like, they didn't have top shelf. I don't know if I said that in the first video, but they did nothing with top shelf liquor. So if you're looking for that, at least at the RIU Republica and Dominican Republic, they didn't have top shelf liquor. Now, I know I talked to somebody else, I think that went to Jamaica or something, and they was like, I feel like when I went to Jamaica or wherever they went, they was like, I feel like they had top shelf. I'm like, well, mine definitely did not. Just putting that out there. But yeah, there were things about the resort that I did like. So I'm not trying to say that it was horrible. I hated it. I'm never going back. Even though I'm never going back. It's not that deep. It's just that I would choose to go elsewhere before I would go back. And like I kept saying, like I've been to a Royalton, I would go back to another Royalton. I will never. These sound so rough. I wouldn't want, how about that? I wouldn't want to go back to another RIU. So yeah, I did enjoy myself. There were things I liked about the property, but the things that I didn't like just outweighed that number. Yeah, and that's all I have on my notes. So, if you want to see my vlog from DR, you can click a link. If it's not posted already in this video, it'll be on the like watch next part of the video. I also have other vlogs, other travel things. You can see my Royalton, Jamaica video, whatever you want. I'm sure I got it. In the meantime, thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like, subscribe, please, and share my video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all at the next video.